watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
And good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Philip Kaufman, filling in for Julia Wiegand. As we reported yesterday, Hazleton police were led on a high-speed pursuit of a driver Wednesday afternoon who's still at large. A traffic stop was attempted on a silver 2008 Infiniti G35X sedan around 3 p.m. along West 15th Street for suspected drug activity. The driver, 19-year-old Jolea Torres of Hazleton, failed to stop and led police on a high-speed chase reaching 80 miles per hour from West Hazleton into Hazel Township. Police lost sight of the car along North Church Street, and the abandoned vehicle was found still running in the area of East 22nd and Seibert Street without Torres and his 2 male passengers. The investigation also recovered suspected fentanyl and fentanyl pills, cocaine, and meth that was observed being thrown from the vehicle along the airport beltway during the pursuit. Police issued a felony arrest warrant for Torres and urged him to surrender himself to HPD. Anyone with information regarding his location as well as the identity and location of the 2 passengers is being asked to contact police by dialing 911. A Wilkes-Barre man was arraigned Wednesday after he was caught on camera stealing from an apartment earlier this month. According to police, 36-year-old Jared Durrett allegedly ransacked an apartment unit on East Union Street back on October 7th. The tenant of the unit said that his television, computer, and gaming console were stolen during the burglary. Surveillance footage showed Durrett inside the complex checking doors until he found one that was unlocked and entered the premises. He was arraigned and charged with burglary, theft, receiving stolen property, and criminal trespass. He was taken to Luzerne County Prison for lack of $65,000 bail. Police in Luzerne County are asking for the public's help identifying a woman who stole from a supermarket. Kingston police say the woman shown in the surveillance footage allegedly stole from Garrity Supermarket in Pringle Borough. The theft occurred on Tuesday shortly after 1 p.m. Anyone with information on her identity is being asked to call police at 570-288-3674. State police are currently looking for a missing Schuylkill County teenager. The family of 16-year-old Gavin Yago of Ashland reported him missing on Tuesday after he didn't return from school. He's described as a white male standing at 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing around 145 pounds with blonde hair and blue eyes. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is being asked to contact PSP Frackville at 570-874-5300. A Berwick man pled guilty in federal court Monday to his part in a wire fraud scheme involving COVID-19 relief funds. 67-year-old Hayes Horner Jr. pled guilty to aiding his co-conspirators in a scheme to obtain over $400,000 in economic injury disaster loan program funds. According to the FBI, Horner opened 2 bank accounts that received EIDL funds through fraudulent loan applications made in the names of identity theft victims. Horner allegedly withdrew over $58,000 and unsuccessfully attempted to wire approximately $165,000 to other accounts under his co-conspirators' control. As part of his guilty plea, Horner agreed to forfeit those seized funds and repay nearly $160,000 in restitution before his release, pending sentencing. A Pennsylvania appeals court heard arguments in regards to whether the Wolf administration had the legal right to impose a mask mandate on K-12 schools and child care facilities. Acting Secretary of Health Allison Beam issued an order back on August 31st requiring students, staff, and teachers to wear face coverings while inside. The Commonwealth Court decided on a pair of lawsuits filed by parents contending that masks interfere with their children's breathing and cause other problems. They argued that Beam exceeded her authority under the Disease Control and Prevention Law of 1955 and the department's own regulations, neither of which specifies masking as a public health tool. In the end, the court did not rule. U.S. regulators signed off on extending the COVID-19 boosters to those who have received vaccines from Moderna or Johnson & Johnson. The FDA's decisions, which began with extra Pfizer vaccine doses, massively expands the booster campaign by tens of millions of eligible Americans for boosters, and formally allowing the mixing and matching of brands for the shots. The CDC will also consult an expert panel later this week before finalizing its own official recommendations as to who should get boosters and when. At the moment, the authorized third dose of Moderna applies to seniors and others at high health risks of COVID-19 due to health problems, jobs, or living conditions 6 months after their last shot. As for the J&J single-shot vaccine, the FDA said all U.S. recipients should get a second dose at least 2 months following their initial vaccination. DCNR took a trip to Colonel Denning State Park alongside state park officials to demonstrate the new battery-powered tools utilized by the department. Here at Colonel Denning State Park in Cumberland County, Department of Conservation and Natural Resources Secretary Cindy Adams-Dung, joined by State Park and other DCNR officials, continue their 2021 sustainability tour.
It's great to be here today at Colonel Denning. It's a very fitting place to be talking about advancements in our green sustainability initiative. Number one, because of the great work you've done here at the park, the electric equipment, the GISA, you're in the middle of the GISA project here now, the electric vehicle charging station, and the model you provide. The work here at Colonel Denning is part of a bigger initiative at DCNR and a bigger initiative for Governor Tom Wolf.
The new string trimmers, leaf blowers, and chainsaws are now in service at 20 state parks, with each of these locations receiving one of each tool.
The 1 hour of an electric cord leaf blower, the traditional leaf blower, is the same as 1,000 miles in a car in terms of its carbon footprint. And that's because the old two-cycle engines use oil and gas. The battery-powered tools are quieter, they're lighter. I think we'll have less injuries and it'll be easier on our staff and better for the visitors because they're less noisy and they have less disruption to recreation and picnics and such.
DCNR's green energy projects have resulted in the installation of 19 solar arrays, the addition of 33 plug-in EV and hybrid vehicles, public EV charging stations at 33 state park and forest locations, and energy efficiency measures that will save more than $30 million over 20 years and reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 5,110 tons annually.
But some of the things the Green Initiative has done already, today we're focusing on the power tools, and what I really like about this initiative is that we do look for ways to educate the public. We have a very loud mouthpiece. We served 46 million visitors last year, and if only a portion of those visitors comes away with an idea they can take home, that'll have a significant impact on Pennsylvania's carbon footprint. So these power tools, these rechargeable battery power tools are something that everybody can do at home. I know in my home, we're switching over to the electric tools, and they're just so much easier to use. But they also save on our carbon footprint and reduce our consumption.
For more information about Colonel Denning and sustainability practices at state parks, you can visit the DCNR website.
Every little step is adding to a cumulative impact of DCNR reducing our impact and also demonstrating to the public how it can be done. As time goes forward, we're going to up the communication and demonstration of this so that more people get the idea of how they can do it. Because the second aspiration of this is not just to do it, but to demonstrate to the public so they try it at home.
Coming up on WYLN News, details on an onion recall and Amazon phone scam, plus trunk-or-treating at Hazleton Area High School. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. I'll be right back.
Cloudy out here.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts. just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Imagine how inconvenient your life would be without power. No lights, no refrigeration, no heating or cooling, no electronics. But with a Generac home standby generator, you will have power when you need it most. Generac generators automatically provide backup power after sensing a power outage, so your life goes on uninterrupted.
The Wire Guys, 1338 North Church Street, Hazel Township, 570-459-3345, and visit us at homewireguys.com.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Are migraines stealing days from you? Are you suffering with terrible head pain? Me and Dr. John are going to tell you some answers about that and how wonderful chiropractic will be. So please, hang around, stay tuned, and see what's going to happen.
A nationwide salmonella outbreak that sickened hundreds of people has federal health regulators warning Americans that they may need to throw out fresh, whole onions. The outbreak was linked to red, yellow, and white onions imported from Chihuahua, Mexico, and distributed by ProSource Incorporated. They were sold to restaurants and grocery stores across the country, but there have been no recalls associated with this outbreak. There are 652 reports of people getting sick in 37 states, with 129 ending up in the hospital, but luckily no deaths. The onions were imported on August 27th, but can last up to 3 months. The advice is to throw away any fresh, whole, red, white, or yellow onions, especially if they're from an unknown origin. Also, wash and sanitize any surfaces that the onions have been on. If Amazon contacted you to confirm a recent purchase you didn't make or about your account being hacked, it's probably a scam. Since July of 2020, about 1 in 3 people who have reported a business impersonator scam say that the scammer pretended to be Amazon. In one version of the scammers offer to refund you for an unauthorized purchase, but accidentally transfer more than promised, then ask you to send back the difference. In another, you're told hackers access to your account and that the only way to supposedly protect it is to buy gift cards and share the gift card number and PIN on the back. Once that information is theirs, well, the money is too. If you think someone got access to your account or personal information, visit identitytheft.gov or file a report at reportfraud.ftc.gov. But speaking of Amazon, their Hazel Township Fulfillment Center will be partnering with the Hazleton Area School District to host this weekend's Trunk or Treat. The Trunk or Treat will take place on Saturday, October 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. in the high school's student parking lot. A small fee was charged in years past that would go towards helping less fortunate students. However, this year, the Fulfillment Center is making a contribution to bolster the aid available to less fortunate students, allowing families to attend for free. Local Amazon employees will also be volunteering at this weekend's event. Coming up on Plains News Choice, we learn more about a local cat cafe in Community and You. Plus, leading the way, Part 4. Stay with us.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
Zackle Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton has the health care you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super, man. 570-497-4150.
Tri-County has been keeping your office up to speed since 1969. Everything your office needs: office supplies, personal and custom business forms, business cards, office furniture, new and used office equipment, copy, print, and scan solutions with wide format capabilities. Leasing is also available, free off-street parking, and free local delivery. Tri-County Business Machines, 117 East Broad Street in Hazleton, 570-459-0754. Family owned and operated since 1969. Two Italian Guys Pizzeria, 3 West Diamond Avenue in Hazleton has all your favorites, from pizza, hoagies, salads, entrees, wings, and sides. Always made with the freshest ingredients. Call them at 570-459-2783. Membership opportunities are now available at the Valley Country Club, 79 Country Club Lane in Sugarloaf. Clubhouse upgrades are in progress and will be ready for the spring. Call Frank Radis for details at 570-233-5328.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hi, I'm Marty Burns, host of Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton area high school football. Join us every week as I'll be joined by head coach Dennis Bookman as we go over past Hazleton area opponents, look ahead to a future opponent, and have a guest from the Cougar football program. That's all this season on Sports Talk, brought to you by the Lehigh Valley Health Network Hazleton, your orthopedics and sports medicine partner.
Do come true, and the Perfect Mugs Cat Cafe in Plains, PA is proof of it. Owner Vicki Kenyon saw the popularity and potential of cat cafes and decided to open up one herself. And what exactly is a cat cafe, you may ask?
I always explain it as we're 3 in 1. So we have cats, we have coffee, and we have a gift shop. So the cat den is a separate area in our place. It's full of all of our cats that are available for adoption. You can come in. It's a small fee that you pay to go in for an hour, and you can cuddle them, play with them, or potentially adopt them. Second, we have our coffee shop. We use Grateful Roast coffee. It's a local coffee roaster. And prepackaged food, and we have seating on the outside of the room as well, so if you didn't want to pay the fee, you can always hang out and watch the cats from the windows.
Perfect Mugs also has a gift shop, which is a cat lover's paradise. And best of all, the shop helps support and promote other local vendors.
And we have a gift shop, everything cat, from cat toys to cat home decor to cat treats, everything in between. Being a small business owner previous to this, with Vicky's Nut House, we met a lot of great local small businesses. So a big goal of mine and my mission from the beginning was to support local and save the kitties. So we have a lot of local business vendors in here as well, such as we do handcrafted soaps in the shape of cats from local, Edie Mae out of Hunlocks Creek. We have Pittston popcorn, local goodies, our baker is local, so we try to keep as much local as we can.
And the stars of the show are, of course, the cats. They get to meet and greet with potential adopters in hopes of finding their forever homes.
Yeah, so kitty's my favorite part. All of our cats come from Whiskers World, so it's a local rescue based out of Plains. They're all foster based, and they focus a lot on TNR, trap neutering, and returning in the community. They're an amazing rescue, and I really wanted to partner with them because they're a little bit on the smaller side, to support them, to give them a place where we can bring their cats and foster them and help try to find them homes was really important to me.
Vicki explains just how the adoption process works.
So let's say you were interested in adopting a cat from us. You would come in, spend time with the cats. It's a great place because we're set up like a home environment. You could really get to know the cat's personality. So once you're interested in adopting, we have paper applications here. You would fill them out, and then we give them to our rescue, and then our rescue, Whiskers World, they handle the adoption process. There's a small fee to adopt them, but they are up to date on all of their shots, neutered, spayed, vaccinated, and ready to go.
So if you're ready to meet the fabulous felines, then it's just a click or call away.
You can visit us on our website. It's perfectmugscatcafe.com. All of the information is on there, so you can book your experience right online. It's $10 for an hour in the cat den. We allow 6 people in the room at a time, so we do encourage reservations because we could book up pretty fast, especially on the weekends, so we can't guarantee walk-in time. But yeah, you could visit all of that and see that on our website.
The Cat Cafe is a perfect example of putting dreams into actions.
I always had the dream to open one, just as a small business owner, sometimes you just don't know where to get started. I own another business, Vicky's Nut House, and I was doing that for a few years. When the pandemic happened, all of our events were canceled, and we were an event-based business. So I was sitting at a farmer's market, and I remember my mom looking over me, and she's like, "Vicky, what's your dream?" And I was just like, I want to open a cat cafe. And it was kind of there, sitting at Tunkanik's farmer's market, that I really came up with the idea and the vision and started planning, and here we are.
Open since May, Perfect Mugs has already successfully adopted out 20 cats and plans to continue with their mission to help their fur babies find loving and forever homes. The cafe also accepts donations on behalf of Whiskers World. So to schedule your experience, visit perfectmugscatcafe.com.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice,
everyday low prices,
plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
No matter how busy life gets, your health needs to come first. That's why the relationship you build with your Lehigh Valley Health Network primary care doctor is one of the most important you'll ever have. From identifying your personal health risk factors to coordinating care with specialists, LVHN is here to partner with you every step of the way. And with the choice of virtual or in-person visits, it's never been easier to put your health at the top of your to-do list. Take the first step by visiting lvhn.org or by calling 888-402-LVHN.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, Spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, our own Chris Fulmer is leading the way again into part 4 of this week's series. And welcome back to this week's Leading the Way with Chris Fulmer. So, what are some of your biggest achievements? I know we talked about your book, being on TV. What are some of those big achievements in your life, and what are some of the challenges you faced in life, just going through life in general?
Well, my biggest achievement, I think one of them would be helping to win 6 cents in 6th grade. It was area academic competition in the Times News area, and Tamaqua area's team that year with me on it was the champions, which I felt was a big accomplishment. I did graduate college with honors, which a lot of people didn't think I was going to make, and being able to hold a steady job this year for this long here at WYLN is certainly a plus. I do have to overcome self-doubt a lot. I do think I have imposter syndrome that I have to overcome myself, but I tried my best to try and think positive and do what I can.
Yeah, I have the same kind of thing. Just getting that book done, being here right now, how does it all feel?
Well, I suppose it feels like I am making somewhat of a difference in the world, which, as I've noted in previous segments, I really want to do because I want people to remember me positively long after I'm gone. So I hope that through the pages of my book that people will see that there is hope for people with autism or other similar conditions that people think might hold them back, and that parents can understand there is hope for their children.
All right, folks. Check back tomorrow night as Chris continues leading the way into part 5 of this week's final segment. Good night. And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.